Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to your social science class. Yesterday, we discussed about the vulnerable groups, and our today's topic for discussion is global poverty scenario. So, according to World Bank, $1.25 per day is the proportion of poor people living in extreme economic poverty. Then, poverty level is different from region to region. If we talk about China and Southeast Asia, here poverty level has declined, and the reason is due to investment in human resource development. So these two countries have done investment of human resource development. That is the reason why there is decline in poverty. Then you can see here on page number 36, you can see on right hand side down there is table 3.2. Here you can see the proportion of people living under poverty in different countries as defined by the International Poverty Line. Now coming to the topic causes of poverty. This poverty started all with the colonial era when most of the wealth drained from India, because of which the rural economy was affected and most of the resources that we had were taken away by the Britishers. Then there is unemployment and lack of industrialization that contributes to the causes of poverty. Then there are other factors like social factors and economic policies that affect certain sectors badly. And unequal distribution of assets is also another cause of poverty. So all these are the causes of poverty, and this poverty leads to a vicious cycle of debt. And we have already studied about the debt cycle. So once a man is poor, he gets trapped into the debt cycle. Then there are anti-poverty measures that are taken to reduce poverty. The current anti-poverty strategy is based on promotion of economic growth and targeted anti-poverty programs. There is National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, which was established in 2005, and it was established to provide 100 days of assured employment every year to every rural household in 200 districts. Then another important scheme is National Food for Work program, which was launched in 2004, and this fulfilled the need of wage employment. Moving to another scheme, the next one is Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana, whose aim is to create self-employment opportunities. Then Swarna Jayanti Gram Swarozgar Yojana was launched in 1999, and it aims at assisting poor families. Pradhan Mantri Gramodaya Yojana was launched in 2000, which gives assistance to states for basic services such as primary health, education, rural shelter, drinking water, that is providing safe and pure drinking water, and rural electrification. In India, poverty reduction remains most compelling challenge. The challenge in India is to provide health care, education and job security for all, and gender equality and dignity for the poor. So with this we have completed the chapter Poverty as a Challenge. Homework for you is to read the chapter thoroughly. We will be doing the question answers in our next class. Thank you.